Morning, KB.
Morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Ah, good, good. Let me get to raise the volume.
You can hear you fine. Very stylish scene you've got going on there with like the silhouette and the low lighting. Love it.
Yeah. Just, I think it's the windows.
Oh, I like it. I'm being deadly serious. I think like what I feel like I'm watching like an art noir, like at Cannes Film Festival, some sort of like edgy French movie. As long as you don't get naked, we're fine. All right, Danny. Joe,
Hey, I'm back.
back in the house. How you doing, man?
I was in your neck of the woods on yesterday.
You were?
Yeah, I was, yeah. Yeah, Cotswolds, yeah. We
Where
finished off
were
in the
you?
Cotswolds. Come down
Where?
from, yeah, Glencoe. I took the kids to once upon a candy shop, that fucking candy shop that costs about £1 million for a sweet. But Burton on Thames, is it?
Mate, that's like what? Why didn't you say something? So it's just outside of Cheltenham, which is where I grew up, which is about 20 minutes away from me. Mate, I would have come and met you, said hello. Yeah, Bolton on the water.
Just to let you lads know. Yeah, just let you lads know. Yeah, it's a very dangerous area, lads.
Fucking not.
No,
It's not. Yeah, you might get
it's not.
mugged by a load of ducks if you've got like a loaf of bread
Uh,
on you, but that's about it.
bloody lovely, mate. It just costs an arm and a leg to even walk in that area. It's just
Yeah, so
it's very touristy now.
I literally grew up there. That's like my stomping ground.
Yeah, nice area. Yeah, so I'm glad to be back though. Glad to be back.
Oh, good to have you back, man. Mark, you
Thank you.
okay?
Yeah, good mate, thank you.
Good, good. Anton, we're good. Danny, we're good. Linny, we're good.
Morning, all good, mate.
Mm.
Some on
Morning.
the side. It's okay.
Cool. Right, first things first. First things first. We need to pick. Actually, you know what? We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week. It's fine. I was going to say we need to pick someone for next week, but we'll do it next week. It's fine. So once a week on the Sunday session now, we're going to be picking one of you lucky people to go and do the end of week markup. Um, I think it would be good for me to see your end of week process because, like we say, with lots of things, it's all well and good you sitting there and watching me do it, but actually putting it into practice can sometimes be a very, different process. I picked on KB just because he's very present, very active in the community. He does his markups, and I was confident he's going to do a really, really outstanding job. And if he isn't, then we're kicking him out of the group. Okay. So if any of you aren't happy with what he said, or you feel like he's just like putting shame on the community, then we will boot him out immediately. No refunds given, and he'll be got no joking, joking, joking. I think this, we need to get comfortable with these processes. And whilst for some of you it will be a little bit nerve-wracking and you're going to make mistakes, that's what I want, okay? And I don't want you guys to be afraid of these sessions. If you can't do it on a live session when you've got us here and myself here to kind of help you and guide you, then you're going to struggle probably worse if you're on your own. Okay, so once we get over the initial nerves of it all, but look, we're all friends here. Everyone knows each other. Everyone's in the same position, and I think you guys can really, really learn from each other in these sessions. All right, so over to you, KB. Have you picked a pair for us?
Uh, yes. Can we do GBPCAD?
We can do whatever you want, my lovely. It's completely up to you. So if you share your screen for us,
So could you just guide me how to share the screen
yes.
on?
If you make sure your Zoom, good morning, Sam. Make sure your Zoom screen is maximized. At the bottom, you'll
Yeah.
have a big green button that says share.
Ah, there is.
Um, and then you've got the option of sharing an application window or your entire screen. I would recommend using the entire screen because you'll need to be flicking between your journal and flicking between your chart. Just make sure you've got nothing dodgy on your screen before you do so, KB. Okay.
Sure. Can you
Perfect.
see now?
Yeah. See now. Yeah. We've got a big, like seems like a bar at the top. What is that? Do you guys always have that bar at the top?
No, I think it can be moved actually.
Those are the Zoom panels, aren't they? Okay, I tell you what to do. Is your journal open in that same version of Chrome?
Uh, yes, it should be. Okay. Yeah, there is.
Why are these panels in the way? That's really annoying. Basically from our end we can just see like some blacked out panels. I'm not sure what's doing that. Right, okay, do me a favor. End the share for me. At the top, you'll need to click stop
Oh,
share.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay, click share again. And in this time, click the application window that has your charts on it. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. No, it's still there. Can everyone see that? Again, those like grey bars.
Yeah,
Why are they doing that? That's really weird.
no idea.
And let me just see. Really strange.
It says you are sharing your screen. I've got a message here.
Yeah, and we for us it's like blocking out your chart. So we can't see the message. We can just see like a box, like a grayed out box. I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, let me do it this way. Just give me a second.
Never seen that before. Fucking technology. Why is it such a bell end all the time? Why does it do stupid shit like this? Stuff like this really pisses me off. There's like things in life that you get really irrationally angry at. Technology not doing its job is one of those things that I get really like. I never feel like I'm not really an angry person. I never feel anger like when some sort of technology isn't working. It feeds me with fire, like fire inside me, where like I think I could genuinely like squeeze a cat to death in those moments. I don't know, like like technology is just not doing stuff, just doing annoying things that it shouldn't do. Oh, we lost all your screen now.
Can you see now?
We can, but it's still got these two big boxes over the top.
Why is that?
I don't know.
This from my side. It says, okay, it's initial.
Just
There
do
is something here need to be done.
oh, grey boxes blocking screen. Right.
I really don't know what to do exactly.
Okay, right, okay. Go to your
Stop share. Let me start it over again.
stop share. No, there's a show my Zoom windows to other participants when I'm screen sharing disabled. Okay, so go to your Zoom client settings. Apparently, go to your settings. Where do we find settings? Settings. So there's like a
Right. Where is that? Capture action. Let's stop. This everything looks on.
in there.
But I say you are sharing screen now, so can you see anything? Oh,
We can see most of your chart, but where our little pictures are, it's in the way.
okay. These.
Grey boxes on Windows screen share. Hang on, it seems like advanced share without. It seems to be a common issue. What is that? What is that grey thing in the middle of the screen? What is that? Here, KB. What is that? That grey box there. Ah, that's gone now. Right. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Is that your
I can't
tool?
see anything, right?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Is that your tools at the bottom there?
Yes.
Right, press Control Shift Alt and S.
Control Shift.
Alt and S.
All together.
Yeah, or
Control Shift.
hang on, Control Shift Alt and H. Sorry, Control Shift Alt and H.
Yeah, how it's gone now.
Right, okay. And then where our pictures are, you'll have
Yeah.
like a load of little boxes. There's like different options. Click the one that's just one flat line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then drag us into the top right, and then we'll be out of the way. Then everyone can see your whole chart now. There you go.
Right. I think it's the whole picture. Okay.
That's it. Just drag that to the top right, and it'll move it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, cool. And then just switch to your journal for me.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me grab the other mouse. Just give me a second, please.
No worries.
Yeah, I got the mouse much better. Yeah, there you go. Can you see that?
Can't see your journal now. So go back to
All
your
right. It wasn't shared in the screen actually.
go back to your trading view. Click open up a new tab
In the trading view.
in there. Yeah, because we can see.
No, I've got this. This is an app actually. This is not a online version.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay. Hit escape. We're so close, KB. I can feel it. Hit escape.
Okay.
Bring up your window again. Okay. Stop share.
There you go.
Okay. Share the entire window.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Share.
Yeah. Oh shit! I did it. I did it.
It says you can't share while the other
I hit share myself. Sorry.
screen. Yeah, entire window is done. Yeah. Screen. Okay.
Right now, open your journal. Perfect. Right. Control Shift Alt H.
Yeah.
Now you're good to go.
Right. Okay. Finally. Um.
Okay, so I'd always grab a line first, I would, and just mark out where the start of the week is.
Yeah.
Looks like to me that's Wednesday.
Tuesday.
There you go. You've actually got your daily partitions on there already, so it's there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see these
Start of your
lines.
week. Okay, cool.
It kind of. Yes.
Right, so let's go from top down then. Let's start on the monthly.
Yeah. Monthly was previous month was neither bearish neither bullish.
Yeah.
I've already put here.
Yeah. I mean, I would acknowledge the fact that we've had a really clear sell side sweep because if you look at that, remember these are hourly monthly candles, right? So we've swept, and I'll just put SSS something like that, yeah. So we've swept the sell side liquidity and we've swept it quite clearly. So whilst you are right, it's kind of a non-candle. It has closed bullish and it has closed bullish after sweeping. And I would just mark that on. So if you grab your little trend line tool,
Yeah.
and I would just mark on, whack your control button, so it snaps to that bottom wick down here. Let me grab my pen. Snaps to that bottom wick down here. So I would use this one because that's the one that's been swept. Remember.
Yes.
Just move the one that you've done.
I think it's just. So it's swap the top one, isn't
So this one, you want to be drawing out that sweep, basically.
it?
This one here, KB.
Yeah. So
That one.
okay.
That's the sweep we're talking about, right? There you go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that's a monthly sweep. So it's always worth acknowledging those because it helps you get that little bit of direction where you're going down. So yeah, it's a kind of a non-candle bullish candle with a sell side sweep. So that's cool. Jump to the weekly.
Weekly again is bullish.
Yeah,
In this case, we have sell side sweep again, previous week.
yeah.
Do I need to mark this here or shall I?
Yeah, I would always, whenever I have any kind of monthly or weekly sweep, I would always mark it on. I wouldn't worry about that one because that's the current week. I'd be more referring to the one down here. That's the one. That's the sweep that really kind of is injecting liquidity into the market. That's
This
it.
one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Get rid of those two top lines because you don't need them. You can just whack delete as well on those if you need to. Yeah, and the only other thing that I would acknowledge on that previous weekly candle is that it is an inside bull, isn't it? It's inside the previous bearish candle, so it's just I put it as an eyeball. Yeah, cool. So weekly range then. So I've noticed you haven't got that in your key. What would you say the weekly range is doing at the moment?
Weekly range is bullish.
Yeah, where are you drawing your most recent weekly range from?
Okay, yeah. Weekly range. That's weekly range.
I wouldn't say so, no. So grab your Pathfinder tool and just draw out all the ranges that you currently see. So we're looking for clear and confirmed ranges right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So the way that I would look at that is that there is,
Oh, this range.
I wouldn't even say that one. I think the one to the left, where you've had that liquidity sweep, and where you've had
Yeah,
this push higher. The
yeah.
only thing I don't like about it is it hasn't actually closed above. But with the overall momentum being quite bullish, for me, I'd be classing that and that as my weekly range. Those two there.
Those two. Yeah. Okay. From
Yeah,
here to
here.
here.
So, yeah, because that's just a little liquidity sweep. I know we haven't, closed above here,
Yeah.
but that's definitely a more confident push than that little wick down there. So for me, that's and this is where you do get a little bit of subjectivity. But I would class that as my range. And we've swept the weekly range low, and then we've immediately rejected it, which is it's a good signal for us ultimately.
Yeah. Okay. That's the weekly range. Shall we drop down to daily now?
Do the daily.
Okay. Daily previous day pull. So
Don't worry too much about the previous days because obviously we're looking at a whole week's worth of price action. So from here on, I wouldn't worry too much about the previous days because we're seeing the price as it is. What's the daily ranges saying? Just zoom out a bit.
it's looks like it's bullish. It's ranging between these 2 points.
Yeah.
Hasn't broken down, hasn't broken up, but it looks overall it looks like bullish.
So again, do the same thing again. Grab your Pathfinder. Just draw out your daily ranges from left to right. Yeah. Yeah.
Structure broken here
Yeah.
as well. And then, yeah, it's just ranging between these 2 points.
Yeah. So what would you say your daily range is at the moment?
Um, well, looking at the overall, it looks like it's in bearish range.
So it's only bearish if it's shifted bearish.
No, sorry, bullish range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullish range overall, looking
You,
at the whole from here, because it hasn't broken down from here,
exactly.
and the fact that it hasn't broken up from here as well.
You've had this, which is an FB, right? A daily FB.
Yeah,
You then had a trap, which was completed. And so this, therefore, is your most recent range because that's not a break. That's just a sweep. So you're
sweep, yes.
still within that. You're ultimately still within that same range. So actually, the daily range is the same as the weekly range on this section of price.
Yeah. Shall I drop down to 4 hour? Yeah.
Yep. Let's have a look at the 4.
4 hour.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Again, it's clearly it's bullish. Let's say.
So this is where we can go a little bit tighter into the actual momentum because really, all this stuff to the left doesn't really matter that much. For
Yeah.
me, I'm looking at this leg, I'm looking at this leg. That's all I really care about from an hourly perspective. That's all I really care about now. So, you can see that this is clearly bearish,
Yeah.
and you can see where we shifted bullish. I think our week starts here. I think that's Monday, isn't it? Get your line back on. Yeah, Monday's there. Yeah. Okay, so our week starts there. So we've acknowledged that the previous month had a sell side sweep. It was a kind of a non-candle, but it was bullish. Our weekly range is bullish. Our previous week was bullish. Our previous days are very clearly bullish. Our daily range is bullish. So all we need to establish now is what the 4 hour is doing.
4 hour is bullish as well.
So
From
we've
here.
kind of got golden, and this is where the 4 hour is maybe a little bit mucky. Just drop down to like the 2 hour for me, because I think you can see the shift a little bit sooner than the 2 hour by the looks of it. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
cool. So yeah, first break there. Yeah, I agree. That's your first break for sure. Scratching my head. Is Sam still? Sam, are you still here? No, he's gone. Has he gone? I'm scratching my head. Why didn't we have this in our pairs this week? I think it was because of that wide range. It was messing us up a little bit, but some great opportunities. Okay, cool. So your 4 hours now bullish. So you've got a golden pair right now. We're gonna have to think of a better name for it, but this is everything is where we need it to be. And look how, I mean, without even marking this chart up, look how easy those opportunities look. Lots of pullbacks, lots of liquidity sweeps.
Yeah.
Let's jump down now. Let's go down to say the 15 minutes, play around with there and let's see what we got. Because I'm sure we're gonna have loads of opportunities in there. That's it. Keep going. There you go. Okay, cool.
It's 10 o'clock.
So beautiful. Do you use a session indicator at all?
Yes, I use this one.
That's it. Click little drop downs.
If it,
It might just take a minute.
I think it's just it doesn't come on. It only comes live. I think
Okay.
it doesn't go historically. It only comes live.
Okay, cool. Right. We'll just work it out then. Okay, cool. So Monday morning hits. Monday morning hits.
That's
Monday. Okay, cool. Monday morning. Right.
that's 10 o'clock. That's a sweep
Yeah.
around, drop down to 5 minutes.
Do you have the replay tool?
Yes, I think let me use the replay.
I was going to say, just get rid of all the stuff like, yeah. There you go. You get your sessions on there as well then.
Oh, yes, there you go. Right.
Okay, so firstly, any entries in London?
Not really. The price was quite high actually in the range. So no.
What about go left? What about here?
That's Asian.
That is that over Asia? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
When's your London's here? Okay, sorry.
London, it says it's
Yeah, yeah,
green box. That's
yeah.
green box, and that's New York.
What about here?
Yeah, there is actually. Sorry.
Okay, so firstly,
That's a
where's your so have we had liquidity swept? That's the first thing we want. So look to the left. Have we had liquidity swept?
we have, but not kind of significant.
But have we already had liquidity that, so if we think about the 15-minute liquidity, sometimes it will fuel moves and it will give us the momentum shift, and then we are effectively just looking for an entry. So that low that I marked in Asia,
Yeah.
that to the left. So that low that I marked in Asia, that looked like it gave us a sweep. So I think it's over here somewhere.
Yeah. This one, yes.
Yeah.
So can we take consideration with this sweep as well in Asia?
Still a liquidity move, right? And it's still caused a reaction, and it's still given us a clear shift. We've then got
Clear shift, yeah.
we've got an FB there, we've got a TV there, so we've got that momentum shift. Even though we were already bullish, but it's just nice to have that confirmation.
So then this could be a MSU.
Exactly. Okay. Where are you taking out profits? What's the liquidity? There you go. Okay. Nice. Right. Get that logged. That's a nice trade, that is. Bang on London Open as well. So that kind of, you've got that big injection of cash when London opens. 8:30, I think it was.
MSU one.
I don't reckon. MSU2, isn't it? Where's your stop gone?
MSU one.
Stop's gone below the minute. So your MSU1 would be, your stop would be down there.
Oh, okay. So MSU two.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What's your checklist? Just scroll up so everyone can see. Okay, cool. So we're with momentum, 15-minute liquidity sweep, key time of day. Shift.
Can we include this 15-minute liquidity sweep here as well? Here.
Yeah, I would, because remember, so I think sometimes we get stuck in these liquidity sweeps and be like, we have to have a sweep and then immediately get a trade. The liquidity sweep is what's fueled the shift back bullish in my eyes, and that liquidity sweep looked like it came in Asia. So the liquidity has been taken, the move has been generated. Asia is Asia, so we haven't traded. If we were trading Asia, you probably would have got an entry a little bit earlier on this. Everything that we needed, I think, is there. You've had your sweep, you've had your key time of day, you've got your shift, you've got your MSU, your easy 2R, everything's good. And sometimes you'll have the liquidity sweep and then you won't get an entry until a little bit later. That doesn't mean that you haven't had a liquidity sweep. It just means that you've entered a little bit later after the liquidity sweep. Nice. Cool. Get your screenshot in. And then just put some comments about the trade. Just free flow in. Don't overthink it. Why you took the trade? What were the reason you took a trade? How you felt about it? Yeah, nice. And this is what I like about the comments part of it. You don't have to think about them too much. You just got to just like free flow it. Just write whatever comes to mind, and you'll start to notice patterns slowly, but you will start to notice patterns. Beautiful. Cool. All right, we've probably got time for one more.
Sorry?
We've probably got time for one more.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I think you've got another trade that day, haven't you?
Yes, it was here.
Bit of a tricky one, that one. Okay, cool. So nice 15-minute liquidity sweep. Okay, cool. Yeah. Key time of day, we already know that.
Yep. I can't see shift happening up sweep.
The tricky entry. Okay, so
Yeah.
think about it from a higher time frame perspective. Okay, we are overall bullish in our bias. All of our time frames are currently bullish. Go to the 15-minute. At this point where you've marked that liquidity sweep, is the 15-minute bullish or bearish?
So bullish.
Bullish, right? Okay, so drop down to the lower time frame now. If I have every single time frame aligned, but my 1 minute is bearish, then all I need is a shift bullish on the 1 minute time frame. This is one of the situations where I'll use a 1 minute shift rather than a 5 minute shift. Yeah,
This shift.
yeah. And the only thing we need to acknowledge is where is the last range that's been drawn?
So we can have entry here.
Yeah. So just come back a step for me, KB.
So
Where is the last range? So if you look at this structure here, where is the last range?
from here to here.
Nope. You got this one, you got this one, and you got this one.
Oh, the last range.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. And what's significant about that? Well, I suppose technically, actually, that's the last range. Kind of giving you the answer now. What's significant about this last push?
That's in
What did it not do?
it didn't shift to momentum. So it's just to grab liquidity.
It didn't even grab
Oh, sorry.
liquidity.
This
Think
yeah.
about that.
That's MSU again here. If we considering this
So we've got structure, structure, structure. Okay, what does this one do? That last push.
oh, it's a failure
Exactly. Failed to make a new low, right?
near low, yeah.
That gives us those early warning signals that this market could be shifting. Okay. So these here, these are just internal shifts. But on the basis that we failed to make a new low and we've had this internal shift, that for me would be quite a strong signal that we're probably going to be shifting back bullish, and I'd be more than happy to take a trade.
Okay, so
Okay.
the trade can be taken here.
Well, I mean, any time after that, you can find a setup really. There's nothing wrong with your setup. There's a very clear manipulation, but there's
Yep.
another one. There's another MSU here, so you've actually got two MSUs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone for this one because it has broken this low as well.
Yeah. And what is that little push down? What is that formation there?
Which formations one?
This. What is it?
That's MSU.
It is an MSU, but what is that? What type of candle is it?
Engulf.
ISC.
I see, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got a really clear look, imbalance
Oh,
there and imbalance there. You've got a really clear ISC creating the MSU. So that's a really lovely signal, right? And you're
yes.
spoiled for choice. You've got MSU here, you've got MSU here, you've got MSU here, you've got MSU here, you've got MSU here. You've got like 5 entries in this one move. And the reason why that's happening is because this is, it is a golden pair right now. You've got all of your time frames aligned, which is why you're getting so many opportunities. So yeah, I'm happy with your setup. I'm just showing you that there are obviously lots of additional setups as well. When you catch these right, guys, when you catch these right and you catch, with all your time frames lined up, you have so many opportunities to get in. That's why you just don't need to rush the entries or jump in on the first sign of reversal. So why would you class that as a trap?
The market is bullish, and this is a supply zone.
Yeah.
It needs to be broken. Yeah, easy to
Easy to R, yeah.
it's
So you're classing that as an SMT then, smart money trap.
this is not an SMT trap. I think
I think you're right. It is a supply zone. I think you're right. It is a supply zone. Yeah.
SMT would be this one which initiated from the move.
Yeah, potentially. I think for me, I don't mark on the SMTs that much. I would normally
Okay.
like them from a higher time frame liquidity. I think it is an SMT because it has swept liquidity, and you will have your smart money traders that we're selling from there. But I just want to make sure you are clear on what kind of trap it was, because it's not an FB trap. Is all the point I'm making.
No, it's just a supply zone.
Buy zone, yeah, yeah. And because we're bullish, ultimately, we are. You've got lots of SMC traders that will be, trying to sell from there ultimately. But yeah, let's get it logged, mate. Nice trade. Oh, excuse me.
It's the same day, isn't it?
Hmm? Was it that late, was it? Oh yeah, it was, yeah. 15,
Yeah.
15, 15. Nice. Okay, cool. You're on your different backtesting sheet now. That's it, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry?
So that's again with the momentum.
Yeah,
15 minutes sweep.
yeah,
Key time of the day, I would say yes.
yeah. Coming towards the end of the session, but definitely a key time of day.
Yeah. You have a 5 minute shift on this one.
Yeah, yeah, and that's I think so. On my rules, it's a 5 minute shift is what's preferable. 1 minute shift on this one. The only other thing, just go back to your chart quickly. Just zoom out for me a little bit. No, zoom out so we can see more. No, that's zooming in. You're zooming in.
Sorry.
I just want to see that liquidity sweep. Keep zooming out. Tell you where is the trap. Trap's there. Oh shit, sorry. Terrible lines. That's where your trap is.
On top, yeah. This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can tell it's a trap because you've got that reaction, and then I'm assuming price just blows through it. That's where your trap is. Yeah, nice. Right, get a screenshot of that then. Beautiful. So remember, for your strategy tester to work, your trades can't finish at 2. They need to finish at whatever you're testing to. So if you're testing to, is it 3?
Yes.
And your strategy tester, your trades have to either finish at 3 or -1. They have to have an end result. So you can't do 0 and 2 because it will just mess up your results. So you need to monitor that trade to see what it does next. It needs to either go to 3 or it needs to hit -1. There has to be a final result.
Oh,
You see what I mean? Because otherwise your strategy tester won't be testing those different TPs basically.
4.
So I just with that one I just put 0. Do we come back to break even at all? Yeah.
Yes, we did, yeah.
Yeah, so we go 0, 0.5, 0, 4. I think it was like 0.5, 0.6 it looked like. Something like that. That's it. 0, because that's then
Zero.
it break even, and then 4. Okay, so that's your sequence completed on that trade. All right, there has to be an end result. So whatever you're testing to, so you're testing to 3R, whatever you're testing to, there has to be an end result. So your sequence has to finish in either 3 or -1. It can't finish on any other number. All right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense now,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, it's testing like 1, 2, and 3.
And now it's recorded 3. Whereas if you had it only going to 2, that final column, those final 2 columns would still only say 2. Because it doesn't, you haven't told it how far the trade moved. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just your comments.
So, uh, so ferment liquid.
Yeah. What about your shift? Because you didn't get a 5 minute, did you? And I think that's one of those examples where you haven't met your checklist perfectly, but your confidences are so heavily in your favor to go long. This is one of those trades where, and I always ask myself this question is, would I feel stupid if I didn't take this trade? As in, if I'm looking at this position, I'm saying to myself, I'm not going to take this trade because I haven't had a 5 minute shift. I'd feel fucking stupid. And you're not going to do it all the time, but when you have because literally the only thing we don't have is a 5 minute shift. Everything else is in our favor right now. 15 minute is bullish. That's good, which means you've only had an internal shift bearish. So your 15 minute is still bullish. So a 1 minute shift, I'm cool with that in that example, especially after we've failed to make a new low as well. And you're not entering here. You're not jumping into the marketplace before you know that this has actually happened. You're waiting until you've had some clear structures come in, multiple opportunities to get in, and then you're getting involved. So the patience will pay in that, and in that situation, you've had another TV here as well. In that situation, it would be nonsensical to not take that trade basically. So that was a fantastic Monday on GBPCAD. How was that, KB?
Very good, yeah.
No, was it nerve-wracking?
Yes,
Were
it
you
is
conscious
actually.
that everyone was watching you and judging you?
Yes. Yeah. No, actually, I was watching this pair on Friday. Remember, I sent you a screenshot as well,
Yeah.
and I had a very
Yeah.
nice trade later on in the evening, actually.
Yeah.
But I think this is moving quite nicely since last couple of weeks, actually, last couple of days.
Yeah. Well, look, I think your homework for today, if you've got time, or today or tomorrow if you don't, is to get the rest of that week analyzed and logged, because it looks like if you just take off the replay tool, click the little cross in the bottom right, right in the bottom right. There you go. Yeah, it looks like you had just so many opportunities on GBPCAD
Yes.
last week. I'm so gutted that we missed out on it, and apologies, guys, that we didn't get any trades on it last week, because I need to. I've got my meeting with Sam later, so we need to be working out why we didn't consider GBPCAD, because it's just beautiful. It's such
It is
great
from
market conditions.
from previous couple of, I
Yeah,
think, from January. Yeah, it's
yeah.
going.
And we had a really good week on it, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago? And yeah, I'm not sure why we weren't looking at it, but it's beautiful. So that's your homework for kind of the rest of the day if you've got time. It should be a little bit quicker on your own. Can we have a big round of applause for KB, everybody? Whee! Well done, dude. You did fantastically. And like I said, we're going to go around the group. Every one of you are going to have an opportunity at doing this. And don't avoid it. All right, don't avoid it. Just get stuck in. Because hopefully, as KB has, hopefully being in a live situation doing this, you'll learn a lot of things, spot a lot of things, and just have us to kind of help. And if you guys spot something that I don't spot, then let us know, and chime in and stuff. Let's make these interactive, these sessions as well. So yeah, thank you for KB. I really, really appreciate it. Great session. Hopefully you picked up a few bits that will help you. And yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you for attending. Appreciate that. Maybe they're a little bit different to me nattering on at you, but hopefully it gives you guys a bit of motivation as well, for your own end of week markups. There's no excuse to not doing them. Don't know if you've seen Sam's analysis channel recently and the revelations that he's found, and I was having a conversation with him, and Sam's one of the most experienced guys, saying to him, I was like, how are you finding end of week markups? And he was like, they're so good. They really help me notice things and spot things that I wouldn't normally do. And the thing is with end of week markups is you don't see the benefit of them until you see the benefit of them. And I know that sounds mental, right? That does sound mental, but Danny, I'll use you as an example. What benefits have you seen from end of week markups so far?
Just start noticing things when it's in live markets a lot easier. Like I've already have these liquidity points drawn out. I'm waiting for them to hit because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And it's also making me a lot more positive about outcomes of the trades now, for sure. It is helping out a ton for sure.
And I don't know if you watched that the session that we did yesterday, or my journaling session. These bits of work, they don't take very long. Okay, and let's say KB, like we've been doing this for half an hour now, and obviously it's different because we're live and blah blah blah. But let's say KB sat down and did this exact session at home. It might take him a little bit quicker, right? It might take him in 10-15 minutes. You know what? You don't have to spend much more time on that. Yes, he's only got Monday done, but now KB, you can go away, you can go do something, have some breakfast, spend some time with the family, whatever it may be. Okay, and then come back later and do maybe another day or another couple of days. Just break this work up, which is boring, break this work up into little blocks. I spoke to the bootcamp guys yesterday about getting yourselves a Pomodoro timer. Pomodoro, it's Italian for tomato. It's a little timer that's set to 25. Well, you can set it to whatever you want, but it's designed to set for 25 minutes. Whenever I do any work, whether it's, I don't know, I've been designing a landing page at the moment, I won't do any more than 25 minutes of work at a time. And I set that timer and I sit down, and it's really weird what it does to your brain. You're like, it really focuses you for that 25 minutes because you've almost like got a deadline to work towards. So whatever you can do to get this work in, just don't turn it into an arduous task that's going to take up half of your life and make you miserable and resent it. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Short, sharp, sweet sessions. Just make sure you're getting them in. And thank you to those of you who are doing these sessions regularly. By the way, I see you in the chat. I know I don't come back to every single post that you post. I do try, but I see you guys in the chat. I see you posting your analysis, whether it's daily analysis, end of week markups, I see it. So thank you for doing that. And hopefully in return, you're seeing the benefit of these now. But these end of week markups, end of day markups, you won't see the benefit of them until you see the benefit of them. Okay, you've got to do it to experience it, and you'll start to spot these little things. Okay, you'll have these little light bulb moments. You'll have these little kind of goosebump moments where you're like, oh shit, that now makes sense. Now I can see that playing out. Chris, I'll use you as an example. Your analysis on EU, either last week or this week, when you were going through your EU chart and you noticed that you had that EPA level met on the daily and the reason why that the market had gone long. And I don't think you would have spotted that without doing your end of day markup. Fair?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I'm always marking my charts about it. Just
Good.
constantly like looking at it and reviewing it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The only
way to go, I think.
Part of becoming good at trading is it's like pattern recognition. It's so many millions of things, like millions of criteria will happen, every single day in the marketplace. So you as a trader, you've got to start spotting these patterns, and eventually your brain will start connecting dots, and you'll start seeing things that happen more often than not, or seeing things that go against you more often than not, and then that will change you as a trader. So, your data gathering at the moment, your brain is the greatest data collector there is. And the more time you spend in the markets doing this sort of work when you're not in live market conditions and you've got the pressure of having to take a trade, the better you'll become as a trader. It's how I kind of grew and developed as a trader, and it's how I'm seeing some of you guys are growing and developing now as well. Okay, so keep the work up, guys. You're doing fantastically. And yeah, I'll catch up with you all soon. All right, bootcamp people, give me literally a minute, and I'll send you a new Zoom link out. Everyone else, thank you for your time. Have a good Sunday, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Cheers.
Cheers.